back at home. This video is going to be a bit odd because I have a bunch of crap in my room. Because I basically have 2 rooms in one now. Because I moved back from res. And I haven't cleaned up yet. Anyways, UFC was on Saturday night. It's Monday. My camera wasn't working or I would have done this sooner. So I'm going to run down the card, look at the results, compare it to my picks. And yeah, and then I might have some words if I have some time left over. Kiyoshi Hironaka, Jonathan Goulet with TKO in the 2nd round. I had 1st round. Goulet, where does he go from here? Depends. If the UFC wants to build him, they can select an opponent that he will beat, which is someone that is either a weaker wrestler or someone that is a weaker striker. He does not have a good chin, and he is not terribly good about getting off the bottom. He's a purple belt and is decent from the top on the ground, but that's about it. Hironaka probably gone, 3 straight losses, even if it is to top talent like Fitch, Alves, and well, Goulet's not top talent, but it's good enough. Moving on, Cain Velasquez, TKO in the 1st round. I had 2nd round. Cain is going to be a monster in the heavyweight division. Brad Morris, maybe he sticks around, but I mean, he is not that big. Neither is Cain. I mean, at least Cain is incredibly quick and fast and comes from a very good camp in AKA. Who does Cain fight next? Someone said that he could fight Jack Congo in that direction. That's not bad, actually. It's not a bad idea. Because you have Czech is weak against wrestlers still. He's getting better, but he is weak against them. And Cain is a wrestler, so if you're going to build him. But that's if you're going to abandon the Czech Congo push, which I don't think the UFC will. Sam Stout, Rich Clemente taking a split decision. I'm surprised he took a split decision because I saw if this one went to decision, I thought Clemente would win it pretty easily. Or I think I might have said Stout on my video, but I did change to Clemente like before the fight a couple of days before. I had Rich by submission though. Rich wins. Where does Rich go? I don't know, because I don't think. I mean, Rich seems to be a lot better than he used to be, but I think winning a split decision against a weaker wrestler, I don't know. He's still not that good of a fighter. But as long as he's winning, I mean, the UFC's going to give him fights, and I'm not going to complain about it. Sam Stout, where does he go from here? There are talks of a 3rd match with Spencer Fisher. I'd like to see it. I don't know if this is the fight that makes the most sense, but I'd like to see it because I thought the first one, where Spencer wasn't really in shape because that was his late notice first cut, and the 2nd one was a split decision. I mean, unanimous, but I think it was split. And I think anytime you get a split decision, a rematch is not a terrible idea. Demian Maia, Ed Herman. Demian Maia pretty much owned Ed Herman, the triangle choke in the 2nd round from topside. Ed Herman had not very good sub-defense for a grappler. Not great on the feet. He's a good wrestler. I mean, he's a good fighter. They'll probably keep pushing him because he was good on the Ultimate Fighter 3 and they like his attitude. But if they want him to win, it's not going to be against the creme de la creme of the division. As for Demian Maia, yeah, I still think his striking needs work, but his grappling and his wrestling are very, very sound. And if he can continue at the pace he's going, he will be possibly a future title contender. Except I don't think that there's any way that he has what it takes to beat Anderson Silva right now. But the problem is I don't think there's anyone that does. Except for maybe Yushin Okami. Jason Day stunned us all with a TKO of Alan Belcher in the 1st round. The record, Nuker, there's no way you picked Jason Day to win because you seem to be incredibly anti-Canadian. And Belcher's American. And Day's not that good of a fighter. Day wins by TKO though. He got an elbow strike that seemed to stun Belcher and finished him. So, justice on that one. Jason McDonald TKO'd El Dirte Joe Dirksen. Damn! Got that one wrong. I got the Belcher fight wrong too. Those were the only 2 I got wrong. In terms of winner. I got like methods wrong and stuff. Matt Danzig submitted Mark Boschik in the 3rd round with a rear naked. He hurt Boschik. He hurt Boschik really bad in the 2nd round and in the 3rd round after losing the 1st round. He had a go-go attempt, which I wasn't really worried about because I didn't think it's that close. It might have been, though. I can't really say. The camera wasn't exactly ideally angled for it, but it didn't look like it. Where does Boschek go? They might let him go. I mean, this is a 1-2 record for him. Or they might just use him for the next Canadian card if they do it, because there's talks they'll come back to Canada. You can't do one in Boschek's hometown that would guarantee it, because of course Ontario has illegal MMA, which is a kick in the pants for me, because that's where I live. As for Danzig, look for him to go up against someone he can suitably beat, and in an exciting fashion. He is a tough winner. They tend to do that for a little bit anyways. Charles McCarthy gave up after the second round with what appears to be broken forearm. I don't blame him. That's a very painful and serious injury. Bisping gets the win. They call it a TKO. Or the ref might have stopped it. I don't know, actually. It got stopped in the intermission between the first and second round. Chainsaw probably not coming back. He doesn't seem all that popular. I mean, most people after losing one fight don't get kicked out of the UFC. And he did after even looking good against David Loazo, actually, for the first round until he got the famous spinning back kick to the gut. But, you know, he seems not to be terribly popular. He seems very injury prone, too. But if he does come back, they can either use a grappling killer to beat him, if they have someone they want to promote, or if they do for some reason want to promote him, they're going to have to go with someone he can take down and submit, because his stand-up defense isn't that bad, but his offense is considerably lacking. Bisping, look for them to put him up against someone that he can beat, because he is Dana's boy, and I understand you got to build fighters. I don't even have a problem with that. I'm just making the point that he will go up against someone he should beat. And that's really all there is to it. Nate Corey, unanimous decision over Caleb Starnes. It was hilarious, of course, because you had Caleb just running, this is the first time I think I've ever seen in a fight someone is running right off the bat instead of fighting, getting hurt, then running. No, Caleb ran from second one all the way to the end, even when Nate was doing this or whatever. I don't remember what it was now. And the running thing. And then you get angry. I'm like, Caleb, you've earned all the ribbing. Seriously, that was disgraceful. Easy win for Corey. Caleb is done in the UFC, I think. That's the kind of fight that will get you thrown out. As for Nate Corey, where does he go? Well, he's won 2 fights in a row now. He's still not that good of a fighter, but his stand-up is looking a lot better than it used to look. I'm not really sure who I'd put him up against, though. A lot of these guys, at this point in the UFC, I don't know if there's any guaranteed matchups that you're looking at. Rich Franklin, Travis Lutter. Probably last time we'll see Travis Lutter. He got TKO'd in the second by Rich. He looked very good in the first round, but he is still one-dimensional. He gassed horribly. He doesn't seem to have cardio at 185. He does at 205, but not at 185. But he's way too small at 205. Where does Rich go? Rich goes to possibly a title elimination match, because I don't know. I would like to see him fight Nate Marquardt. I just don't think he will fight Nate Marquardt. I would also not mind seeing him fight Yushin Okami again, because I think Okami would be in the second time around. GSP TKO'd in the second round, Matt Serra. Damn it, why couldn't this go to the third round instead of third round? But GSP just kind of dominated. He took him down. People are saying it looked like Matt Serra shelled up. No, you people realize Matt Serra is not a bottom grappler. He is a top grappler. If you put him on his back, he has good sweeps, but he does not have good submissions. No one with those shorter legs is going to have good submissions off their back. It's just not really possible. He is a top grappler. He is not a bottom grappler. He couldn't finish Ivan Menjivar, who trained with GSP and is a featherweight. Come on. I don't know where the hype of Matt Serra's great ground skills came from. He's a black belt. He's good. When he's on top, he is a. But when in MMA, when he is on top, even he's a grinder, not a submitter. But whatever. Where does Sarah go? Probably fight Matt Hughes, because that was supposed to happen. GSP better fight John Fitch, because that is the #1 contender, despite the fact that the UFC may not do it. Anyways, running out of time. I won't get into my other thoughts. I might do a video about them, and I might not. Later.